Okay guys, so this morning I am getting ready to cook short ribs. I remember when we used to go to Philadelphia, we would ask my brother Ross and my sister Beverly to cook us some short ribs. And boy, those short ribs would be delicious. Didn't know that they were that expensive, but they would have us a really good meal with those short ribs. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the way that I'm going to cook mine today, and we're going to go from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and I'm going to toss the seasoning around. I'm going to fry them down just a little bit, and then we're going to build on to that. And today I have 2 packs. They have been washed thoroughly. I have some collard greens on with some smoked turkey, and plan to do some mashed potatoes and gravy with this meal. Okay. And this is pouring a little, I'll say maybe less than a half a cup of soy sauce. So now what we're going to do, we're going to, our pan is heating up, and so we're going to fry these off without using flour. So I'm going to add butter to my pot. And we're going to fry them off, and then once we fry these off, I'm going to show you how we're going to build on to it. And what I think I'm going to do today, if I do make a gravy, it probably be with cornstarch. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit, because I'm going to fry them off. And we just gonna be building flavor. Okay. So now, we'll put each one in the pan, in the skillet. Smells so delicious and amazing. And then after about 3 minutes or better, I'm gonna flip them over, and I'm gonna give you a close-up of how they are looking. And in 2 packs, I'll say it's probably maybe like 4 or 5. We're gonna add this juice right to it as well. I'll say it's probably like 4 or 5 short ribs that's in the pack. It smells so good, so good. So we just gonna build upon this and go from there. So it's not quite 3 minutes yet. When it gets there, 3 to 5 minutes, we're gonna turn them over, and then we're gonna let you see a close up. And whenever you doing short ribs, you always want to put the meat side down. You want to brown the meat side first. Ooh, it smells so amazing and so delicious. It's a party going on in this pan. And all we want to do to that is just build on. Just continue to build. Okay, so it's been about, I'd say about 3 minutes. And so now I'm gonna add in my onions. Like I said, we're just gonna be building on flavor. Flavor on top of flavor. Smells so good. And don't worry about the size because this is gonna cook down for hours. We're gonna put in our scallion. These carrots have been washed and cleaned. And it's about four small sized carrots. All of this is just building on flavor. I had 2 celery stalks. It doesn't matter the size because this is just cooking down for flavor. Smells so good. I'm gonna turn it down to 6. And I could have had all this chopped up, but I wanted you to see how I do everything. And now I'm gonna put in probably like 6 cloves of garlic. Like I said, once again, just building flavor. Get all that down in there. One onion came overboard, but that's okay. Ooh, it smells so good. So good. And anything that you don't want to put, you can omit it. That's the good thing about recipes. You can omit a lot of stuff and make it your own. So now I am adding in, because we're gonna cover this over, I am adding in some beef broth. Oh yes. Gonna add in your beef broth. And I use the whole container of beef broth. Look how beautiful that is. Come in close. So now, and it's gonna cook down, it's gonna reduce down. So now I'm gonna add some basil right on top. Oh, this basil smells so good. Twigs of basil right on top. And a little bit of fresh dill. Just a little, goes a long ways. Take the stems right off of that. And all it's doing is giving it flavor. Last but not least, it's just gonna give us a good gravy off of this broth. So we're going to add tomato paste. It won't taste like tomato. It's just gonna thicken everything up. And we're gonna cover this over and we're gonna let this cook down. Till all the juice reduces and falling off of the bone. You talking about something good? Put this lid on it, and I'm gonna clean up my mess and put everything away. And over here, I have, like I said, the collard greens on. I'm gonna let y'all take a look at that. This gonna go in the trash. We're gonna have mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna show you the greens, collard greens. They're cooking down very well. And like I said, I have smoked turkey meat in these. Absolutely amazing. So now I'm going to peel probably about 4 potatoes for my mashed potatoes. So now I'm getting ready. I've taken all of my short ribs out. I'm getting ready to make my gravy, and I'm making it out of cornstarch. And then I will put my short ribs, add them back into the pot. And one thing about cornstarch, it makes a beautiful glossy gravy. I mean, beautiful and rich, very rich. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to taste this gravy to see if there's anything I need to add. Okay. Give it a stir, and then I'm going to add the short ribs back in once I taste it. Very good. Delicious. Very delicious. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring you in so that you can see the gravy before I put the short ribs back in. So now That's the gravy. And I'm getting ready to add the short ribs back in. What a thing of beauty. Some of them are already falling off the bone, but I'm gonna give it more time. Smells right on down in here. Okay, that's all of the short ribs going back into the pot. So guys, I made it back, and very, I'm gonna sit these beautiful babies. So beautiful and delicious. Pour some of this delicious gravy. Nothing like it. Try this recipe. You will not be disappointed. Oh, it's so soft and tender. Mashed potatoes, short ribs, and collard greens. I wish you could be here to taste this delicious, wonderful meal with the homemade gravy. But until the next time, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Thank you, and I love you.